Hi Cancers, my name is Jacene, also known as Tempest Trade, and this is your energy check-in. These messages may resonate with you if you have the Cancer Zodiac anywhere in your chart. Please use discernment when listening to these messages, since this is a collective message, and not everything may be for you. Check in with your gut, trust your intuition, and ask for confirmation. These messages are also timeless, which means regardless of when it was recorded, when it was uploaded, and when you come across it, there may be a message in here for you. Lastly, if you're interested in a one-on-one session with me for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree Tempest Trade or send me a DM on any of my social media. All the links will be in the description below. Now let's get started. What do Cancers need to know right now? Also, I apologize for the lighting. It is going to go bright and dark, because I like natural sunlight. And it has been rainy all day. So the lighting is going to go in and out, in and out. What do Cancers need to know right now? So we have the Ten of Wands in the reversal as the very first card out, which is really good because this means that you're letting go of burdens. You are dropping weight and you're dropping burdens. If it doesn't belong to you, you're not carrying it. If it causes too much stress, you're not carrying it. If it causes too much drama or anxiety, you're not carrying it. King of Wands in the reversal. So this is a selfish, moody, temperamental person. This is a person who is probably jealous, possessive, a person who probably is overly sexual. Maybe a person who is overly passionate, overly flirtatious. This could be someone who abuses their power, their sense of control. So you might be letting go of this person. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a new beginning. Either a new emotional beginning, but also like it is emotionally available, enthusiastic, optimistic, but Ace of Cups in the reversal. And the Queen of Cups in the upright at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. This is interesting because what I'm getting a sense of is letting go of burdens, letting go of weight, a heavy weight that you're carrying on your shoulders, probably from a King of Wands, someone who is possessive, angry, overly sexual. Maybe a new person has come into your life, or maybe this is you essentially trying to get back to your own innocence, your own, your own innocence, your own joy and optimism, and I was gonna say a breath of fresh air. I know that this is Cups, and Cups is about water, not the element of air, but going back to a more innocent version of yourself, a more wholesome version of yourself is very much like a breath of fresh air. And I think you might be trying to work on getting back to that part of you because certain beginnings that you thought was going to be a good beginning, an emotional fulfilling beginning, probably didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Like there's no love there. Where whatever it is that you're letting go, there's no love there. And we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is you. Like you are working on being emotionally stable within yourself, working on, not only are you getting back to your own wholesomeness and innocence, but it's to get you back to this Queen of Cups. This very emotionally available, emotionally nurturing, grounded, this very overflowing individual that loves, is carefree, that is bubbly and happy and whole. Sickness in the upright. The patient becomes the doctor. You know a good healer. Hypochondria paralyzes action. You've got the right medicine. So self-explanatory, you're healing. In letting go of whatever weight you were carrying, you are actually healing yourself, or the reverse. You have decided to work on yourself and heal yourself, and in healing yourself, you are just automatically dropping the weight that you're carrying because you realize it's not your responsibility to carry. But this could also, sickness in the upright could also mean it might be time to go to a healer, in which case I gladly offer my services. Energy healing, sound healing, if you should need some type of healing done. Now this King of Wands, we have Deja Vu and Old Chestnut, which is really interesting. So Deja Vu, like you've seen it happen before, you're reliving some type of moment, you know what's going to happen next, like you've seen it. Been there, done that. Now Old Chestnut is constant repetition. In the reversal, it's like breaking that repetition. So this is very much like, been there, done that, I don't want it anymore. Whatever this reversed King of Wands, whoever this reversed King of Wands is, or whatever it is, this aggressive, possessive, controlling, moody, angry, temperamental, selfish, domineering, authoritative, explosive, whatever it is. You're like, no, thank you. I do not wish to repeat that. I do not wish to have that. I am not interested. So we have Schadenfreude to clarify the Page of Cups, which is interesting because Schadenfreude is getting pleasure from someone else's misfortune. So this, if this is a new person that has come into your life, it's possible that this new person is like, this reverse Ace of Cups could be about this new person. Like there's no real opportunity here, even though this person is trying to come in with an opportunity. Like if it's another person, in which case that person could just be trying to play games with you. Remember, this is the collective. There are many different people that watch this video, so check in with your gut, trust your intuition, ask for confirmation. But Schadenfreude, because it also means pleasure from someone's misfortune, this could also mean that when you go back to your innocence and your wholesomeness, when you find your way back to who you truly are at your core, I think you'll probably start to notice or realize that's the key difference. Because wholesomeness, innocence, and being emotionally available, emotionally open, emotionally receptive, emotionally mature, in order to be all of that, you cannot be a schadenfreude. You cannot have pleasure or get pleasure or amusement from someone else's misfortune, because if someone has misfortune, it would just make you sad, or it would make you like empathize or sympathize or pity them. So this is kind of giving me the feeling like maybe someone does get pleasure from seeing someone else fail or from seeing someone else in pain. And it's like that's how you fight it. Staying pure, staying wholesome. That is the only way to fight it. Reunion. To clarify the Ace of Cups in reversal. So the Ace of Cups could also represent some type of new emotional beginning that is blocked. And it's possible that whatever this emotional beginning is that's being blocked is a reunion. If something is being blocked, for example, it could be that right now is not the right time. Because, once again, you're letting things go and moving on. Ooh, I just thought of another way to read this. You, Cancer, you might be the King of Wands. You might be this possessive, moody, angry person. And maybe the only reason why you are like that is because of like trauma, the weight of trauma that has kind of turned you into something else. In which case, again, going back to the wholesome version of you is how to heal. It's interesting. The whole thing flipped over, and I thought it was all going to flip over, but just one. Reap and sow. With secret agent, double agent in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So reap and sow is very much like karma. Reap what you sow. Your actions and your words determine the results of what you get returned back to you. This whole situation could be someone else's karma, for example. Like you letting go of burdens, you moving away from certain people that are not actually good, healthy people. It is karma and dharma. If you move away from bad people, bad influences, or hurtful people and hurtful situations, then ultimately you give yourself the space to heal and become a healthy Queen of Cups. And that's all based on reaping and sowing, actions and words. This reverse secret agent, double agent, this could be someone who was a secret agent, double agent, someone who was kind of like gathering information, possibly pretending to be someone that they weren't. In the reversal, this could mean two things. Either one, you caught whoever was doing this, or you found out that someone was doing this. Someone was being sneaky. Or two, you think that there are certain people in your life who are double agents, but they are not. Again, this is a collective, so this is For multiple people who may watch this video, some of you actually have sneaky people around you, and some of you do not. It's just a matter of who you are and where you are in this reading. Because some of you have already moved away from all of the drama, hence why you're in the Queen of Cups energy. And some of you are in the process of moving away from the drama, but you still might have a few dramatic people in your life. Okay, let's get more clarification. Levitate. I like that. So levitate is self-explanatory. Get off the ground. And isn't that something? When you drop weight, when you let certain things go, you become lighter. So this is very much saying, let go, heal, elevate, levitate, go higher, evolve, grow. But it's not just like heal, evolve, and grow. It's also like expand. Go out into the world and expand your life. Like, once you drop the weight of burdens and other people's responsibilities, you have space and freedom to like grow your life. We have into the void in the reversal. Don't go into the void. Do not follow these other people into the void. Meaning, some people, when they do things, this could also be you too. When some people do things, when some people are hurt and they have not healed, they start lashing out at other people. Hurt people hurt people. So it's kind of like, don't go following others into the void. Don't go into the void. Just like the movie Thunderbolts, when that one character was asking the Russian chick, like, what do you do, or do you know that emptiness inside of you, like that void, or that feeling inside of you? And she basically said, like, yeah, you shove it down, like deep down. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because that is literally how you become this hurt person, is by shoving things down into the void. Don't shove it deep down. And don't let other people drag you into their void. Just because someone is unable to fill the void within them with something healthy doesn't mean that you have to get sucked into that void too. We have antagonize in the reversal. See, look at that. Schadenfreude. Pleasure from someone else's misfortune, but antagonize in the reversal. Don't let them antagonize you. Do not let someone else's enjoyment from your mispleasure spark some type of response from you, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to antagonize you. They're trying to pick at you and poke at you to get you to react and become like them. Hurt people hurt people. Recovery in the reversal. Ace of Cups, some type of new beginning, new emotional fulfillment that might be blocked. Why is it blocked? Maybe it's a reunion with someone in the past. Maybe it's blocked because you have a different reunion on a different timeline. Maybe it's blocked because this reunion needs to happen, but recovery still needs to happen too. And there's some type of recovery not yet done. It's not yet completed. So again, these are different. This is a collective. So these messages will resonate with different people. Some of you need to heal and recover before you can open the door to something like to something else, to someone specifically. And then some of you should not open the door to someone from the past because there is no recovery there at all. We have grounded. See, look at that. Remain grounded. You reap what you sow. As long as you put good things out into the world, good things will come back to you. And I know sometimes it doesn't always seem that way because things have their own timing, and sometimes certain situations occur and we're just like, why the hell did that happen? That didn't need to happen. But that's the thing about life. You can't always predict it. You can't always control it. Life has its own design, its own pattern. You are only in control of yourself. So stay grounded. Stay true to who you are. And you'll be fine. You will be fine. Get clarification on this. Secret agent, double agent. Infuriate in the reversal. So, with confusion at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. Okay. So, I was even questioning myself with the secret agent, double agent, like, because that's kind of confusing. A secret agent, double agent, but in reversal. So not a secret agent, not double agent, but no, this makes sense. For some of you that actually have sneaky people in your life, they could be pretending not to be. Like playing their part, playing their role so well that they don't make you angry, but it just makes you confused. I think that's another thing too. If someone is confusing their behavior, if someone's behavior is confusing, take that confusion as the answer. Of course, it depends on how deep you want your life to be tangled up with each other. If it is a friend, then confusing behavior can just be interpreted as the person living their own life, and you can ask for some type of clarification if you desire. If the person is a lover and they are giving you confusing behavior, you can either ask for clarification or you can make your own choice. But at the same time, for the other part of you, collective, that like might think that certain people are secret agents, double agents, and they're actually not. It's like this level of confusion that previous situations have put into your head. Like not being able to trust yourself, not being able to trust yourself with determining who are good people and who are bad people. So we have vulnerability and freedom, signs and reminders, expect miracles, and reversal. So vulnerability and freedom. Look at that. The Ten of Wands, dropping the weight, dropping the burdens, healing, levitating, vulnerability, and freedom. Freedom with wings. So once you levitate, once you get off that ground, you're going to be able to fly. And it's kind of like, once you let go of the weight that's holding you down, sometimes you have to remind yourself the signs and reminders. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you're able to fly and that you can go anywhere. Like the Peter Pan, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Yes, you can fly. And you are free. And you can do anything you want to do. But I think one thing that trips you up a little bit is the signs and reminders. You might have how I was just talking about this confusion, how certain people in the past might have made it difficult for you to gauge people or read other people accurately. It's kind of like, now you need to put a little bit of trust in your gut feeling, in your intuition, paying attention to the world around you, paying attention to the signs, synchronicity. Like praying, for example. Ask and you shall receive. Ask for clarity. Ask for guidance. Ask for some type of sign. And when you receive the sign, believe it. You can ask again for another confirmation sign on top of the sign, but yeah, like look for the signs around you. And when it comes to going back to your innocence, your wholesomeness, your more pure state of self, this expect miracles cards, going back to a more innocent, wholesome state of yourself, a more pure state of yourself, you have to remind yourself that anything is possible, that miracles are possible, and that amazing things can happen to you. And that's kind of the joy of having that youthful enthusiasm that the Page of Cups brings. It's that happiness, that internal happiness, that life is beautiful, anything is possible, everything is wonderful. So I think you need to embody that a little bit more. Like, that's part of your journey in going back to a more wholesome version of yourself. Is expecting miracles and believing in miracles. Spiritual growth, with the bottom of the deck being holy love. So whatever situation that you are being blocked from, or whatever situation you are turning away from, it really is about your growth. Because happiness, contentment, and being essentially fulfilled, that really is the life's journey. Fulfillment, peace, fulfillment, being one with yourself. And it all leads to this holy love, this unity of us and the world around us. This really is your journey, Cancers. Your journey of love. And I think on this journey, you might come to realize that love is within you and all around you. Love is everything. Love is existence. Love is a grain of sand. Love is a molecule. Love is a particle. Love is a whole person. Love is the whole planet. You don't need love from another, especially if it's unhealthy love. But I think you're starting to realize that love love exists everywhere. What's that? Everything, everywhere, all at once. Yeah. I hope this resonated with you, Cancers. And if you would like a one-on-one session with me for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree, Tempest Trade, or DM me on any of my social media. Until next time, bye.